What's up everyone? Welcome to today's video, and welcome to a video that I've kind of been waiting to make until I really knew what my school schedule looked like. It is our tentative 10-ish day countdown to Christmas vacation. So let's get started and let's start counting down those days until Christmas vacation. The reason that I had to wait until I knew what my school schedule looked like is because it did affect some of the days leading up to Christmas vacation, and I will apologize. School is already becoming a petri dish, and we are just in September, and so I've got some congestion going on that's like settled like right there. So please, forgive me if I have to pause and take some breaths. I promise I will pause the video so you don't have to be like, is she okay? Is she dying? Like, what's happening? So, all right. So here we go. Let's start with day 11. Monday, December 8th is 11 days until vacation. So the reason that I'm starting with this date is because it is the opening night of the Marion High School Classic basketball tournament. And every year, Sam and I work this tournament. Okay, anyway, so what will happen is typically Jason, who is our athletic director, wants us there by 3 o'clock. I will get there I will leave at 3 and get there lickety-splickety. Sam will get there as soon as he can, which is like an hour later. But typically the earlier games aren't that super busy because the first games are the girls' games. So I will be okay working that by myself. But Sam and I work this tournament every year, and I figured it was the first day of the tournament. We were going to start with 11 days. So Tuesday, December 9th is 10 days until vacation. This is night 2 of the Marion Classic basketball tournament. So we'll be doing that again, just like Monday. Either or, before I go to work or when we get home. It probably will be when I get up and going that morning before work. I am going to just do like a quick scope of the house for trash, because we will put trash cans out that night, that Tuesday night when we get home, to go out for trash the next day. We do not want stinky trash over here. Alright, so Wednesday, December 10th, 9 days till vacation. We are in the single digit dance. I cannot believe that we are finally here. I mean, this vacation has taken so many twists, turns, upside down loops that I never thought we were going to get here. Between last year not getting to go on vacation because of the car and being sick, it was very sad and very depressing for both Sam and I to not have that time away. So, I am so sorry. I know Sam is ready for this vacation to be over, or to at least get here, because let's do this. No, let's do this. No, let's change it to this. Let's do this. Let's go over here. No. We are there. So, I think we are both ready for this vacation to happen. 9 days. So Thursday, December 11th, 8 days to Florida. There's nothing going on that's really like of noteworthy. Other than Sam's going to be pretty much finishing up, I think, his last week of college homework for the semester. There's no basketball games on this night because it's middle school basketball, and typically we don't work middle school basketball, but you really just never know. So Friday, December 12th, we are at 7 days until vacation. And other than the Marion Classic basketball tournament, nothing else is really good. Like, as of right now, going on this day. That's why you guys know this is a tentative itinerary, because between when I'm filming this in September and when it goes up, when you guys see it, who knows what will have actually happened during those times. So Saturday, December 13th, which is 6 days to Florida. So this day is going to have a little bit more going on. In the morning, Sam and I are going to clean out the car and then drive over to Marion and use the good car wash that's over there to wash it and vacuum it out. And then from there, we will head over to the gym because it's the last day of the Classic basketball tournament. So we're able, even because we don't have to be there until around noon, we can get up, clean the car, wash and vacuum it, and then still get to the gym for basketball in plenty of time. So a little bit more going on this day. That's more vacation. So Sunday, December 14th, 5 days until vacation. So on this day, we will be headed over to McPherson to go to the laundromat to get our laundry all just settled. We'll take our suitcases, and as things get washed, dried, things will get packed, put away, and then just slid right into the car where they will be able to live for the next few days. And that way we don't really have to worry about it. This is also the day before Sam's birthday, so one of the plans that I do have once we get home is to bake up cupcakes for him to take to work, or while we are in McPherson, pick up a Walmart order of cupcakes. It's like, when we did it for my birthday in September, it was I want to say $15 for 24 cupcakes, which is really not bad. And I know there's not 24 people total that he would be giving cupcakes to, so we'll just kind of have to see which routes the best. Also, with Sam's birthday being on Monday the 15th, there's a chance that we'll do something with Mom and Dad for Sam's birthday on this day as well. So, Monday, December 15th, 4 days until vacation, and today, this date is Sam's 39th birthday. So, Sam's request is to go to a new bar that is going to be opening, and that day is actually opening day, called Gillies. It's kind of a recreation of the one that was in Texas, I think. He's really been wanting to go, and when I found out that that was opening night, Sam's like, that's what I want to do for my birthday. So, fingers crossed it'll be easy to get in. But if it doesn't work out, we'll probably go, like, eat at Texas Roadhouse or something. Also, this is the day where I'm going to go do my post office work. And by that, so sorry. I mean that when I get out of school, we'll come over here, come home, I will stop by the post office and fill out the mail hold slip. I always do it for the day that we are planning to our last day at home, because then we're not having to worry about, oh, is there a package coming late or anything like that. So I will do our hold for, I'm just making sure the right dates, Thursday the 18th through Monday the 29th. And I'm doing that on purpose. That puts our mail on hold for the whole time we're on vacation, plus that Monday that we will be right after we get back, just in case. We always do it where we go in and pick up our mail instead of them just dropping it off. And that's purely to be on the safe side, because you really never know in December what the weather is going to do. We may end up where we're stuck in another town for an extra night. We do have contingency plans to pay for that. So it's one of those things where starting it the day before we plan to leave just gives us a little bit of a cushion. I don't have to worry about checking the mail on that last, day at home. Just one thing off of the list. And having it for pickup means that if something does come up where we're not right back in town when we thought we would be, we don't have a whole bunch of mail sitting in our mailbox or on the front porch. That has happened before, and I have learned from that. So, Tuesday, December 16th, 3 days until Florida. This is the day that I'm going to clean out my locker at work. One of the things that our janitors typically ask of us is to make sure that the only thing that is in our lockers or student lockers are their gym shoes. And this is because this is one of the times they use to fumigate the school, because there's literally going to be no one in there, at least for the first few days of vacation. So what I do is I use a reusable tote bag. I just put everything in there at the end of the day, and I'll just set it somewhere in the house, and then when we get ready to go back from Christmas vacation, I'll just take that tote back with me and put everything back in my locker. It's a in and out situation, done. It doesn't take too much, but I do try to do it that last week, towards the beginning of the week. There might be a few things I leave in there, but mostly like my jacket, in case I keep an extra cardigan in my locker, like a sweatshirt, just in case. That'll probably stay in there until Thursday, but everything else will take a ride. Also, I'm going to, because it is Tuesday, I'll do another sweep of the house to check for trash so that it can all go out the next day, because it will be the last trash day before vacation. Sam is currently working on his garage projects while I am filming this tentative vacation countdown video.
Hi, y'all.
Okay, so there's that. Wednesday, December 17th, 2 days until vacation. The big thing on this day actually is trash day. This is the last trash day before vacation. So one of the things that I will be doing before, like when I'm up, dressed, ready to go for work, is I will make sure to go through the refrigerator and make sure there is nothing that could potentially spoil while we're gone that's going to cause problems while we are gone. There's nothing worse than finding a mystery substance at the back of your refrigerator and you smelling it when you walk in from vacation. That has happened. We had a pound of ground beef that got shoved to the back of our refrigerator go bad while we were on vacation once, and now I am checking that refrigerator, and if I have fruits or veggies that I know aren't going to survive while we are gone, I actually will just bag them up and give them to my mom, because I know she will eat them. But honestly, if there's one thing that I can absolutely stress to do before vacation, is to check your refrigerator. Check it. Make sure your trash has gone out. When I get home from work on this date, I will probably also wash our trash can, and I do that really simply. I will brew vinegar through our coffee. We have a 12-cup coffee pot, so it actually will knock out two things at once. I can clean the coffee pot, and it will be ready for when we get back, as well as I clean the trash can. I'll brew the vinegar through the coffee pot and then pour it into the trash can that's sitting outside with a little bit of Dawn dish soap, a little bit of bleach, and just swirl it around. I'll put on I have trash can cleaning gloves, which are literally the gloves I am getting ready to trash from the kitchen from washing dishes. Scrub out the trash can, and then as I'm pouring water through the coffee pot to clean out the vinegar, that water goes straight into the trash can, swirled around, and dumped. So it's got several uses for life. And then the gloves go into the trash, and I'll have fresh gloves for coming home from vacation on the sink. Alright, so Thursday, December 18th, 1 day to vacation. this is the last day of work for both Sam and I before Christmas vacation, and I am so excited. I will say, I don't know yet what I'm doing this day. I have 2 different ideas in mind. I might take off at lunch that day because knowing what my schedule is in the afternoon, I'm going to be a bouncy crazy person, and the student I work with doesn't need me to be a bouncy crazy person. She needs calm Miss Lena, not Miss Lena. So I might be taking that off. Our 30 days until we leave is like right before Thanksgiving break. So I will either make the determination of if I'm going to take off that half day, either the couple days, because we work Monday and Tuesday the week of Thanksgiving. I'll either make it the determination one of those 2 days, or Sam and I will finish talking it out over Thanksgiving break, and I will put in over Thanksgiving break and let the office know when we get back on Monday that I'm taking off like at lunch or something. So that is something that is still TBD. Sam and I just need to talk about it a little bit more. I know that he will be working a full day as far as I am aware. But again, that could change as well because they don't work Fridays at FEMCO. I could see them letting everyone leave at lunch, which for him is 11:55, as a, hey, enjoy your Christmas break. We will see you when we reopen, because they close for Christmas, which is nice. The other thing that I don't really we'll kind of figure out closer to time is dinner that night, because I really don't want to do, if any, a lot of cooking. Like if we're gonna do like French fries, tater tots type thing, throw those in the oven when I get home, if I work all day, or kind of just how the day progresses. I can pick up chicken strips at the grocery store before I leave Marion. We can grab Pizza Hut, not my favorite. Sam can pick up Arby's 4 for $10, which is always an option. We've done that several times. Sam can go into Walmart to their hot case and get their chicken nuggets that they have. The General Tso's are really good at Walmart. So there's a lot of options there that we will make that determination closer to. But one of the other things is that I have no blinders on over the fact that when Sam gets home, Sam gets cleaned up, that's going to be around, it'll be between 4 and 5 when he gets home that night. And if he works all day, and that's simply because if he stops, that does add time to his drive. There is a very large chance that Sam comes home, cleans up, eats, and then goes to bed and says, hey, you need to wake me up at 11 o'clock, 11:30, or set an alarm for midnight. We are leaving at midnight. So there is that. So, all right, Friday, December 19th. It is go time. It is vacation time. We are Florida bound. Now, as I mentioned in the last clip, there is a high chance that we'll already be on the road. Or we are leaving like super midnight-y, on Friday. So typically when we've left later in the day, we stop in Emporia to get lunch, as we did back on our very first trip in 2014. Because our route actually takes us north to go south, because it puts us on the main interstates and highways. We take and drive through Emporia, up to Kansas City, down through St. Louis, and down, and down, and down, and down. And you couldn't see it, but I was doing this. So we pretty well know where we're going to stop. We have specific places that we typically tend to stop for gas. So that's not a huge thing for us. Sam uses Gas Buddy, so he knows pretty well where he wants to stop and what gas stations we're going to stop at. Loves, Casey's, pretty things like that that we can guarantee the quality of the gas. Obviously, when we get down into Georgia, it will be Becky's. So, and then once we get to Florida, potentially we'll have one gas stop maybe before we get ready to come home, because we'll drive to Cabana Bay, and then the next day obviously and the car will park, and then we'll look the next day we go to Disney, and then our car will be parked for the week. So then obviously gas up probably Saturday or Friday night before we come home. But I mean, that's completely another video. Anyway, so sorry about the rambling trap that takes, but you guys know me, I ramble. Sorry. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the tentative countdown. Anything you want to say?
Hi.
Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.